Government has shut down. President Obama and the Congress couldn't come to an agreement with the federal plan for the funding of the government. So basically Obama wanted these numbers, the Congress wanted some numbers, and they couldn't come to an agreement. And it has a lot to do with the Obamacare if you really want to look at it. But basically this video is here to tell you what's going to be open, what's going to be closed, who's going to be affected by it, and who's not going to be affected by it. I don't want to go into detail about anything. You can do your own research, look it up, and just stay up to date of what's going on. I'm basically going to tell you who's going to have a job and who's not going to have a job. This is very important news. This hasn't happened in 17 years. This is a big thing. That doesn't mean you can go out and commit crimes, go kill people, go do some GTA 5 stuff. No, it's not going down like that. It's still military, it's still cops, it's still all that stuff that they need, the necessities. You might ask why? Why did the government shut down? What does that mean? Okay, well first, President Obama and the Congress couldn't come to an agreement with the federal funding for the government. So they couldn't come to an agreement, so both parties shut down. That means there's no government. That basically puts a lot of people that work for the government out of a job, basically. Like 800,000 to 1.2 million people that have important jobs out of a job. You know what I mean? So they couldn't come to a federal agreement. You know what I'm saying? That's basically their job. That's what the government is for. So everybody's going to have an involuntary leave on their job. They're not going to get paid. All the people that work for the government are not going to get paid. National parks are going to be closed. Museums are going to be closed. Zoos are going to be closed. Anything that has to do with the government is going to be closed. The country's 1.4 million people that's in the military will still have their jobs. They would just get paid slightly, a little bit slower. Their paychecks will be on delay, but they still will get paid. They still have jobs. Of course, the military is something that you need to have, whether you going through it or not. Like, we need the military. So people that really have important jobs, like really important jobs, they're keeping theirs. So basically, why did this happen? Well, you know, we have a Democratic president, and most of our House in the Congress is Republican. So what Obama wants to do, the House doesn't want to do. What the House wants to do, Obama doesn't want to do. So that's basically where we come into a problem. If they don't get this problem fixed really fast, this can definitely hit the debt budget. This can definitely hit the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling is what the United States is already in trouble for, you know, high debts and trillions and trillions and quadrillions, you know, but if they go days and days and days without setting this bill, without getting this passed, then we might go into a recession. Not might, we will go into a recession due to budget cuts, people not having jobs, the financial stability with America, you know what I mean? Them not having jobs, so that means they have to do certain things that they're really not doing to make sure they're paying the bills, get the bills paid. People, man, this could be devastating, you know. If they don't come to an agreement, people can lose their jobs, they can't pay their bills. Then what? They start losing stuff and start doing what they have to do to get that money. You can either blame two sides for this. You can blame President Obama, or you can blame the Tea Party. If you don't know anything about this, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So you need to do your research. I'm not going to go into details, and I'm going to be a 15-minute video. Obama, Tea Party. Federal air traffic will remain. They will have their jobs. They will keep their jobs. So everything in the air will be secure and safe to travel. International travel. Yes, passports, visas will continue to keep flowing. There will be no stopping in that. Social Security and Medicare, that will continue to run through, run. You won't have no problems with that. Might be a little bit of delay, but you won't have any problems with that with the government shutting down. Federal courts will remain normal for the next 10 days after the shutdown. 10 days after the shutdown, people will start losing their jobs that really don't need to be in the courtroom. Like let's say maybe the typewriter lady, or maybe the lady that collects papers for all the lawyers and stuff like that. They're going to be out of work. You know, the bailiff's still going to be there, the judge going to be there, you know, just the jury, people that just need to be there, no extra help. Postal mail will continue day to day because they receive no tax. So you will get your mail. Mail will keep running the same. Postal service will keep running the same. Recreational. All parks will be closed. Museums, Statue of Liberty, anything that can be visited by visitors will be closed. You can't visit anything. Everything will be closed. Due to that's a government that belongs to the government. State property, parks, all that will be closed. Health. New patients will not be accepted into the National Institute of Health. Breakdowns such as viruses, diseases, spottings and stuff like that. Limitations on searches will go down from the budget cuts and the shutdown of the government. The Food and Drug Administration will only receive and attend to high-risk calls. So anything that's under the high-risk call, they will not deal with. The Head Start program. Your grants will not be renewed if your Head Start program expires after October 1st. So if yours expires after October 1st, you will not be renewed to get payments or grants with the Head Start program. That goes for families, children, programs. It's about 1,600 of them, in the United States. Food assistance. Assistance like WIC, school breakfasts, lunch, dinner for schools will still go on. The WIC program could shut down. That's a program for women that use things like food stamps, just a little food assistance. Taxes. Americans, you still have to pay those damn taxes. So there's the government still gonna collect those taxes. Shut down, open, whatever. You gotta pay the taxes still. Science. NASA will continue to stay open. Homeland Security. The Homeland Security Department will keep their jobs. Everybody will keep their jobs and everything will go according to plan. The military. There's 1.4 million people in the military and they will continue to keep their jobs also. Prison. All 116 prisons will continue to stay open and all litigations will proceed. Work safety. Special federal agents for the workplace and health inspectors that basically give you your A, B, or C, or D, that come in and inspect your business or your job or restaurants like that, will basically stop workplace inspections until the government comes back. Basically, I have a list here that I'm about to read off what stays open and then what stays closed. First, I'm going to do what stays open. U.S. Postal Service, Social Security, Medicare, active duty military, but will not get paid until the government has cleared up things. So you'll basically be working for free until the government is back open again. Air traffic control, immigration, border security, emergency and disaster assistance, federal law enforcement. The IRS can still process returns and payments only. Now for a list what closes. All national parks, all federally funded museums, the National Zoo, all federal government websites, research by the Health and Human Services, applying for Social Security, IRS walk-in centers, loan applications for small businesses, colleges, and mortgages, all Library of Congress buildings, all public events will be canceled, federal contractors will be out of work, federal workers will not be allowed to work from home, will not be allowed to work for anybody, will not be allowed to even check their emails. Now that I gave you a list of what's open and what's closed, now that the government has shut down officially, it's October 1st,